Okay guys, we're back. Last video today, I promise. I think I've got like 4 or 5 videos coming up today because been in the process of moving, as I said before, and a new job, so we've been busy. And so I saved the best for last. We checked out the very expensive tattoo pen, the Atom J2 hybrid thingy, and we also checked out the Thomas coil machine. Amazing machine. Checked out a few others, a swash drive whip, and a really cheap Chinese coil machine, and a cheap coil machine that I modified to be a very, very professional machine. But we saved the best for last, so let's get into it. Safety first. Been waiting a long time to get this machine. It wasn't that expensive, but it was out of my price range for, having moved into a new home, and the job that I had before just wasn't satisfactory. So, but it is now, making good money. And so I finally got it. Like I said, the Atom J2 pen was around $120. The Thomas coil machine was around $50. But that was just a machine, no clip cord, no inks, no nothing, just the machine. And speaking of that, you don't ever want to buy a kit from Amazon or from anywhere and use the ink that comes with it, because that ink 99% of the time is not for human skin. It's for the practice skin that comes with the kit. Even the machines, they tell you not to use on human skin. So what's the purpose in buying one if you can't use it? Practice, get a good machine, or get a cheap machine and modify it to be a good machine, and practice on fruits, cantaloupes, oranges, apples, bananas. And like I said, drawing, we talked about this in a video too. This guy right here will teach you more than just about anything else will. Just a mechanical pencil with a grip put on it. So definitely check that video out. I'll try and put a link down below if I can figure out how to do it, so you can check that out. But this is why we're here today. This is the most amazing little machine. Now, I am, I try to stay loyal to the coil, but when I see a good rotary machine, much like the swash drive whip, because it's got the torture rack on it, or the give clip, armature bar, whatever you want to call it. I think on a rotary they call them a torture bar. Anyway, hell of a name for something that we're fixing to stick in your skin. So anyway, this is a really good machine. I like it because it has the torture bar on it, and it's much like a coil machine. It's just lighter. It's a really good machine. That's one of the best machines I've ever used, actually. Next to my coil machine that I actually put together myself. But this is in a whole new level of tattooing. This is either $85 or $90, between $80 and $90 machine. And it's just a machine and a clip cord. Not a clip cord, but an RCA jack cord. So this came in a box with this in a box. I got rid of the box, but I have not opened this box yet. I know what's in it. You don't know what's in it, but I know what's in it. You're going to find out what's in it. All of you are. Okay. Let's unplug this little guy here. Keep your station clean. Keep stuff wrapped up tight. Before I put this away back in its box, in its home, where it goes, everything has a home, has to be put back there. This will be cleaned thoroughly. I have clip cord covers and stuff, and if I was actually tattooing, my power supply would be covered, my clip cord would be covered, and I would have a cover on my machine. And my hands would be covered. But this is just for showing purposes, so I'm not going to wrap it and waste a cover. They are not that expensive, but they are not cheap. So if I can get this little tie undone, we're gonna give it a look. I have waited, honestly, it may not show, but I am really, really excited about this machine. I haven't been this excited about a machine since my very first machine that I purchased. My actual first machine, you know what, I actually might do a video on that today too, so this may not be the last video. I'm going to go get the machines that I started with. They were actually, I watched a YouTube video, talked about this in one of my very first videos. Check that out. Check out all my videos. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload videos. And please comment. Give me some feedback, people. Come on. The only comment I've got is from my mama. Okay. Anyway. Here we go. We're going to hook this little guy up so we're ready. I want to be ready. I've waited for this day for so long. This is as you can see, I got a lot of Dragonhawk equipment, mainly because it's cheap. I know, you know, $80 to $100 is not cheap. $120 for the Atom, which is actually sitting, holding my camera up now. I know that's not cheap by any means, spending $100 on a simple machine. But they make cheaper quality machines. So I purchased a lot of products from them. And you would think they would give me some kind of little kickback or something for advertising their stuff. But they don't. They really should, because I'm a loyal customer. Like, I have so many Dragonhawk. I was looking earlier. All my power supplies, except for the one I have coming, that's a hurricane or a tornado or thunderstorm, something like that. Typhoon, monsoon, I don't know. Alright, here we go, guys. Got a little, I would say, a user's manual. Yep. Like that guy on Storage Wars. Yep. This is telling me to go to YouTube. It's where we're at now. YouTube. Okay. And to check it out, need more X2 machine maintenance information? Please view our brand YouTube channel. See, Dragonhawk? Send me some machines, man. I'll do some reviews on them, and we can be partners. Good partners. Send me some stuff. Discount me some stuff. Something. Come on, man. Anyway. So this thing's just telling you how to adjust, which I already know how to adjust the machine. It has an adjustable depth on it, but unlike the swash drive, it doesn't have an adjustable depth. You adjust that by by raising the tube up and down to the depth that you want, which is, you know, it's okay, it's fine. I love coil machines, so I'm used to that anyway. But this one, I don't have to move anything. I set it, and I can turn this little dial, and the depth will go in and out, which is awesome. And it's showing me, okay, clockwise to increase the stroke, counterclockwise twist to reduce the stroke. And that's actually pretty neat. It's probably, for me, it's not going to make much of a difference, because I'll figure out what voltage I want to run it at for my hand speed and all. But this thing's telling you for a 3mm stroke length, operating voltage 6 to 7 volts for 3-round liner to a 9-round liner size grouping needles. And the stroke length at 4mm operating voltage 7 to 8 volts for 11-round to an 18-round liner, which is one of the biggest liners that they make, if I'm not mistaken. And this thing will pack it, buddy. Stroke length 3mm operating voltage 5 to 6 volts for a 5 to a 9 mag. Stroke length 4mm operating voltage 6 to 7 volts for an 11 to a 15 mag. And a stroke length of 4.2 millimeters of the overall stroke length on it is 4.2 millimeters. A voltage of 8 to 9 volts for a 15 to a 25 mag, which they go up to like a 39 or a 42 or something. So I guess it's telling you don't run anything bigger than a 25 mag in this thing. But I guarantee you would push it. This is an extremely powerful little machine. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? My wife says that it looks like a piece to a car. Something that goes on a motor. I guess it kind of does. But anyway, this is the Extreme Dragonhawk X2. It is machined from a solid chunk of brass. There are no welds. There are no screws holding it together. It's just one chunk of brass. Now, there is a screw here that holds the bar and all on, but the actual thing itself, the machine frame itself, has been stamped, I would say, out of a solid, or carved out of a solid chunk of brass, which is awesome. It is really not that heavy. My cool machines are way heavier. It's actually pretty light, but this is just the coolest looking little machine. It really, really is. I mean, it's got a really nice motor on it. I think it's a Japan motor. Not sure. I'll have to check into that. But it's got these fancy little springs, just like you would have connected to your armature bar on a regular machine. These are the same exact kind of springs. They're just smaller. And it even has two of them on the back here. It has two here, one in the front, two on the back. And fortunately, I was thinking, what happens when these go bad? What do I do then? Do I have to buy a whole nother machine? Or do they just sell these parts separately? Now, I don't know if they sell them separately. I hope they do, but they gave you some spare parts, which is always a plus when it comes to these little machines, man, because like my swash drive, I wish they had given me an extra clip with it, but they didn't. But they're only like $8, them are. So anyway, I have clips. I have one extra clip for everything on here. And I have these little O-rings right here. And I'm thinking that the little O-ring is inside this thing where you adjust the depth at. I'm pretty sure that's where it's at. It actually has an O-ring right here, it looks like, but it's not the size of the one that's in that bag. But anyway, this is an amazing machine. Beautiful little machine. So we're going to listen to it run because my video is probably fixing to run out. If it cuts off, I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead and post the video anyway. I got a squalling kid in the background. Got to get this going. So he's stomping. Mommy's yelling. I better get going. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Load it up. Load it up. But we already got one on there. Okay. Here we go. Boy, people are cussing. That's not good. All right. Here we go. Depressed. Wow. God, that is a stroke, isn't it? Lord have mercy. That thing's got a 4mm stroke on it. Gosh. Look at this. That is massive. I mean, it comes way down. Okay, here we go. Let's click that button. Click the button, click the button, click the button. Wow, that's quiet. I've got a figure 8. Know if you can see it. Look at that. Look at the stroke on that thing at 8 volts. I mean, I'm sorry, at 4 volts. That is amazing. Wow. If you can hear that or not. At 4 volts. That is amazing. You have no idea how long I've waited for this machine. I'm so happy. Look at it. Look at the stroke on that thing. That's just crazy. So we're going to try to adjust it. I think you can do it while it's running. I hope you can. We don't mess it up. So this would be counterclockwise. What did it say that does? Alright, counterclockwise reduces your stroke. That's all you get. You know, and it's not only reducing the stroke, it's actually making the machine hit softer. I actually like a longer stroke on my machine, but we're gonna have to play with it a little bit. I just turned it out as far as it would go, and it wanted to act like it was gonna act up on me for a minute. So I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit, and we'll come back and see, you know, more about it in the next video. I'm hopefully gonna be using this evening to do a dolphin tattoo, and we're gonna post that too. But there it is, guys. That's the Extreme Dragonhawk X2. Very, very nice machine. Very quiet. Running at 3 volts now. Running at 7 volts. I forgot to put the rubber band on, but anyway, that's it, guys. See you next time. Have a great one.